Greetings, YouTube. I'm going to get this offer review out of the way because it's not really the main news for this Tuesday, but I have promised that I am going to review every single offer that comes into the contest. And I actually think for middle-class MCOC players, this is close to an A deal. And several of you might hear that and think, wow, Prof is getting soft. Kabam must have paid him off. He's saying something that's a high grade for something that's pretty low. But just level with me, okay? For $5, which is nothing, right? $5, if you were to actually put that in terms of units, you're asking the same price as 135 units. You can't even sniff a Cavalier Crystal for that. 135 units. You get, most importantly, of the class of your choice, 4 of these things, which I got to tell you, I know a lot of players, even some in the quote-unquote in-game community, who don't have maxed out Tier 3 Catalysts. They are the hardest thing to get because you cannot get them fully formed from the daily Catalyst grind. The amount of fragments you get from a full run worth of a good decent amount of energy is pathetic. That's one of the biggest weaknesses right now to farming items is the Tier 3 class Catalyst farm issue. But besides that, you also get 2 Tier 1 Alphas. I remember that they used to ask $5 for 1 Tier 1 Alpha and literally nothing else. Now you get 2 of them. You get this 20% champion boost, which I know we get one for free about once a week, but still 20% champion boost plus 20% attack and health. You can never have too many of those, especially when you're trying to clear tough content like the new variant or Act 5, Act 6, even Act 4, etc. And then you've got this bonus 75,000 gold, which 75,000 gold for $5? We've seen some pathetic amounts of gold for $50. In fact, I think a couple days ago we saw like 200 or 250,000 gold for $50. Compare that to 75,000 for $5. So in terms of value, this is one of the, if not the best $5 value Catalyst bundle we have ever seen in the contest. And actually, even though I was going to try to put 2 videos into one because I want to talk about the new 5-star Thor and whether or not he's worth going for at this stage in the contest, I see we're already at 2 minutes, and I like to keep these offer reviews between 4 and 5 minutes ideally because your time is precious and I don't want to, rob you of it. So I'll probably keep this video at 4 to 5 minutes and then just do a separate 4 to 5 minute Thor one so that we don't have a long 10-minute video because that's just, again, not worth your time, and I try to respect that. So, needless to say, I think that you could easily argue that 2 of these are well worth $5 by themselves. If you just said the deal was $5 to choose 2 Tier 3 class Catalysts of your choice, for many summoners, especially the middle class, I'm talking about the people who are still trying to rank up 4 stars to rank 4 and rank 5, maybe even 5 stars to rank 2 and rank 3. You've got a couple of them now on your roster. You're going to need Tier 3 class Catalysts, and I just have to say, to choose your own class, which is also a huge advantage over whether or not, if this was 4 Tier 3 class Catalyst crystals with the 1 out of 6 RNG, which typically does favor in the Kabam algorithm the classes you already have in your inventory maxed, it would not be nearly as valuable. But to be able to choose it, and then yes, I know that these are really easy to farm, these Tier 2, but still, 4 is a decent amount for nothing. Those are like the fortune cookie when they bring you the check at a Chinese food restaurant. Those are included for free, as are the Tier 1. So really, this is the best. I'm just going to say it. I have to be objective. I have to give credit to Kabam when credit is due. Those of you who watch every video of my channel, I really appreciate it. Not just the ones that only watch the quote-unquote critical ones or the negative ones to try to reinforce their bias that I just live to rail on Kabam. You know that I like to give them credit where credit's due when there is a pro player value. And today's offer is an amazing pro player value for $5. And it has my full endorsement. In fact, since we really haven't seen a better $5 Catalyst deal in the history of the game, at least not as far as I can remember back, I'm going to give this deal an A. It's just such a solid, guaranteed value. There is not a single crystal you have to spin gambling for value. Everything is included, including that boost and a good amount of gold with 2 Tier 1 Alphas. You could easily argue that the 2 Tier 1 Alphas, for people who need them, are worth $5 by themselves. So I think this value is at least $20. Just consider it like an 80% off $5 special. Kabam, thank you for giving especially beginners and intermediate players something that they can get their hands on that will help them immediately if they need rank up items. And as always, Thank you for watching and supporting my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. I look forward to discussing with the community in the next video how worth it is in 2019 to finally get a 5-star Thor opportunity. Thanks for watching, YouTube.